is your day, yo, yo, yo? Okay, so right now I'm just editing videos. And we're gonna have some walk and talk. Talks, walk and talk. Talk and talk. I need somebody that can love me at my worst. Okay. Let's take. Hello, Vicky. Is this a test? No, that's fine. I'm just really like opening it up. Just leave it on and maybe some people will come. Actually, I'm editing right now. Hi, how are you two bears? I am editing a video of the house that is for sale for 10 million pesos. How is married life treating you? It's okay. I mean, it's nice. I felt like I am fully committed and I don't know, I just felt safer being married. That's the feeling. Other than that, it's just, it's the same relationship that we have. Nothing really changed much aside from the fact that I'm married. That I belong to someone else. Everything else is just the same. Okay. It's very hot in here. Now you've been paper trained. Paper trained. I Yeah, I think so. Is it a paper trained? I mean, it's not um yeah, I just think that it's I feel settled. That's it. That's the feeling. I feel that finally I'm settled. I'm trying to make you laugh. Ah! Yeah, it's just crazy. Um, I had a very nice week with my family and stuff, but it didn't end go do it didn't end well because um, there's some idiots. Really, like there are always idiots that would come uninvited and create trouble. So I think right now we gotta be careful with that guy. So it's not really a good thing too much. But yeah, you appear to be totally bored. Yes, it's getting so boring. I'm trying to find a good online website where I could find a good online course for learning German. So there is this website called Gothi International where I wanted to get my German course. So I might do it. I might check it out. I think now that I'm married to Will, it's really also necessary to learn their language. So I need to start learning right now. But I'm not really sure if ever I wanted to go to Germany to live. We always prepare that I've got something going on here and he's working there, and then we will be together for a few months. I think relationship like that is nice. Like you would have it to be together whole year, but at the same time, you would be able to spend sometimes within the year together as a couple. So I'm, I mean, just for me, I don't mind. I think that would be cool if we will be together for the whole year. But it's always nice to have some gaps in between the relationship. Germany is wonderful country during the summer months. Yes, so that's the thing. Like, I wanted to be there during summer, but once in a while I wanted to experience winter, which is I doubt it could be really fun, but you know, just for experience. So let's see how the things will work when it comes to that, because it's still there are still so many things and steps that needs to be take before things could really go well. So I'm just hoping. So yeah, we are yesterday I think I actually received an email last night from the deputy of Utah that we need to eat it, check and everything is okay with our marriage license, marriage certificate, and then they're going to forward it to the San Francisco um, county, something like that. And then they consent at the will already so that we could process ahead our 9E visa. So it's not an easy tip as a step as well to start with that, but um, I think I was watching the Black Filipino TV and it's really legal. So whenever you're going to marry online, you really need to have divorce as well. It could be also online divorce, but it will be two steps that needs to be taken. He needs to divorce me in United States, and then if ever things could go wrong, I also need to divorce him here in the Philippines. So it would cost us a lot of money, you know. So it wasn't just like uh, a game wedding. It is really like, you went into that, you will go through all the processes for divorce as well, like the normal wedding does. So it's crazy. I was just like checking about it because I was like, wondering if because we're married in the United States, if it's honored in the Philippines, and yeah, if it's once it's being applied already in the Filipino embassy, then I'm married here as well. So, whew, no, what's going to support the Filipinas broke family if the man quits his job? No, who's going to support the Filipinas broke family if the man quits his job? I think I would support my family, Joshua, because my husband is not supporting my family anyway. So I think not all married couple here, especially, are supporting their Filipinos family. I don't think so. I think if the Filipina is demanding her husband to support her family, it really depends if how the guys will look into it. Like, look at me. I'm not even asking my husband to really fix my house and stuff like that. Maybe you are into wrong Filipinas always, Mr. Joshua, because he seems to be supporting the Filipinas family. What a shame. Hi and no is my answer. Too young to retire. Yeah. How old are you, Eric? You know, I'm feeling sorry for the guys that's being used by the Filipinas, and then later on making it general that Filipinas is automatically like this and like that. Like for example, this Joshua, he pretended to be dead, you know. He pretended, Joshua Ramirez pretended to be dead, and then um send me a message in Facebook that he died. And then later on, I'm not sure if this is the guy, but it seems like the same name, something like that. And then he got mad because Ging is not giving him attention. And then what you call that? This guy pretended to be dead and telling me that his mother was using his account because he took his own life because Ging in the Philippines didn't give him the attention that he needed. And then later on, I saw him in People's LS. Like, what? Is this guy so desperate to get the attention of a Filipina? That's just a terrible thing to do. Give some worth to yourself. Why you would? This person is pretended that he was dying so that he could get an attention from the Filipina that he likes a lot, and then accuse her for being a bad person because she didn't pay him any attention. She just broke up. Of course, she doesn't want to have a new relationship after the breakup. Like, dude, Filipinas are not toys. And using your money, Evan, won't always work for the Filipinas. Sorry. This is pathetic. That's the reason why you know you are one of the guys that is always complaining or being scammed this and that, but you are putting yourself into the situation. These lazy bastards is taking advantage because of you as well. Taking advantage of your BS. Come on. Not my thing. If I would do that, I wouldn't be living in this little home here. I would just get guys and then makes me rich maybe. But it's not my thing. You cannot use my money to me. Don't fucking message me in Facebook and tell me you're going to support me this and that. Hi Chris. Hello. How are you? Wait. I can't believe how stupid guys can be sometimes. And then later on blaming Filipinas for being scammed. You're putting yourself into the situation.
Mama, thank you.
How are you today, Chris? Nakpala ko pangita sa charger na kwe. How are you today, Chris Dempsey? I hope you're doing well. How are you? Her new to her hobby. It is in IT, so he can work remotely. Exactly. Yeah, my husband can work anywhere. He is actually they had a meeting last time, and he is allowed to work in the Philippines because he is working. He is selling software in cloud for the Google, so that's why he could work anywhere. And yeah, he don't need to retire.
Minta ako nito rin.
Yeah, he don't. No, Nicole, charger sa laptop. He don't need to retire to be able to come here. And if that question will be asking to me, I would not, it would be depend really. It would depend what what are the things that needs to be compromised in order to straighten up like things in the relationship. Like for example, if I would, if I'm working like how many hours a day, if I'm working far away, and then I wouldn't be able to spend time with my family and my husband anymore, and he want me to quit the job, I think I would do it. But if it doesn't affect too much with our relationship being working, I would not quit. You know, I always wanted to have some own own stuff. I don't want to be asking my husband all the time like, I need to buy underwear. I need to buy this and that. I think it's pathetic. So, even though I'm married, I don't want to be stopped. I don't want to stop working because I still have my own life. I still have my own expenses. You know, it doesn't mean marriage is not really a guarantee that you have to be provided by your spouse or your husband all the time. I don't think so. Marriage is not a step for for you to get like a provider. Yes. So I think that's how I think. So I don't think I if I would stop my work because I am married. As long as it doesn't affect your relationship, I would you wouldn't let the state status of your work to affect your relationship. I wouldn't stop working just because I am for the because of the relationship, you know. But you have to make it clear with your husband and your wife as well. Yes. If the work completely destroy the relationship, I think you have to save your relationship and whatever cost, no matter what. So that's just in my end. Whew, it's hot in here. So that's just what I thought. So right now I'm just actually editing video, guys. I'm editing videos about a house and lot for sale here in Moalboal, Cebu, Philippines. It's a very big house. It is no, not really big. It's just 5 bedroom house. It has 4 bathrooms and 7,000 square meter lot, and it is gated community, gated house with a guardhouse and a dirty kitchen outside with a gym. Yeah, it has a gym and a parking area for 10 million. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to edit it and put it in YouTube. It's quite expensive. I mean, you guys can see how the status of the house is. I think for 7,000 square meter being near the Mualbual, 7,000 for 10 million is pretty much high. But let's see. I mean, we don't know how much the house costs. It's not many years that it was being built as well. But sure thing, it needs to have some renovations. So that's what I'm trying to edit right now here in my laptop. And it's really bad because my laptop is also super slow for some reason. So, yeah. So, how are the 8 people here? Here. Oh, no, purple. Stop! I like the plants in the white pots, Jenny. They look very nice. Time to take the dog out. Later, Vicky. Okay, 2 bears. Some husbands don't mind sharing their wives and vice versa. I am 65 and about to retire. I will say this. If I had to do it all over again, I would put relationship ahead of work from I hope you did enjoy the video. Okay, sorry. Hi Vicky, relationship can be a challenge, so work can be a compromise also. I'm good, Vicky. Hey Genevieve, was just watching your video. I hope you did enjoy the video, Chris. Thank you. Some husbands don't mind sharing their wives and vice versa. Agree, Chris. As long as it's being transparent, as long as you are not having some kind of secret with your spouse. I think there are couples like that. I like the plants in the white pots. I think it depends on the situation because if you guys married, of course, some bills pile up. Giving up the job, how about the bills? That's true. Yes, but mostly there are quite a lot of people that I know really, Genevieve. Like, their husbands are only mostly, or their boyfriends are mostly the one who pay everything for them because the husbands are afraid that they would find someone new, they would do this and do that during their work, so their husbands making their wife or their girlfriend stop the work and then they just provided everything for the girl. There are there are relationship like that, and also there are women that just wanted to be provided, and they're okay to be just sitting at home, doing nothing, and just have their husband provide things for them and everything, you know, because their husbands are so scared that the woman will find another guy. So I think there are also moments like that. So I think it is, and also with the work, it is a compromise as well. Like for example, your husband is assigned to that area and wouldn't be able to have much time for you. It's all work, 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 work. No time for the family. And would you consider to there are husbands that also consider to stop that work and then find another work to be able to spend time with the relationship. But mainly, I think this question right now that I got mainly is really for the women. Would you stop your relationship or your work so that you would be able to spend whole time with your man? Because I just noticed, right? There are so many of the women gives up their careers, so that they would be able to spend the whole their time to serve the family, in their relationship. And mostly it's always the women who give up their dreams, their careers, so that they could be able to provide, being the what you call that, the light of the family. So nah, can't have a lazy wife. She needs to work, save as much as possible for retirement and social security, from Eric. Well, it's common because the husband is a provider, but also it depends on the lifestyle. We, if the wife is going to high standard with lifestyle and husband is unfortunate. I'm planning on coming to the Philippines, so I'm giving up everything I know. Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, I know that my man wouldn't be able to, my lifestyle is, I think I'm having a pretty simple lifestyle. Well, as you know, we don't have too much. We don't need to spend too much to go to places here in the province, especially if you got friends. So it's okay. But I am not those girls that needs to have my um needs to have my makeups. I don't buy makeups. I don't buy makeup. I only dust my nails once in a while, but I'm paying for it. It's not my man paying for it. I don't need to, I don't need to have this expensive bags. I don't need to go to expensive restaurants all the time, something like that. The way I live now and before I met my man is the same. I didn't put higher standard just because I'm married to a, a foreigner. Yes, because I used to do things on my own anyways before. So I don't really need to higher my standards because I'm having a foreigner husband. I have a foreigner husband, and until now I'm still living in my little home. I'm still eating the same food. I'm still doing the same work. I'm still selling. I'm still working. So that not doesn't really change anything too much, aside from being fully committed and married. That's what changes. That's the game changer there. Yeah. So that's the thing. Like there are so many women like, okay, well, I am your girlfriend now, so you need to provide me for this. I wanted to do that. You need to buy me this and that. You know, I I am already a wife, and for me, if I wanted to ask him something, is to save up. You know, to help me a little bit if I needed it, like monthly basis for the needs. But I'm not gonna go for the wants. I will do it myself. I could always work on myself. And if I couldn't do it, then I have to adjust with my budgeting. I have to adjust all the things that I could afford before, now that I don't have enough money. Like especially in YouTube, I don't get too much. I think not even 10,000 pesos a month with a YouTube. I don't get that much income from YouTube now. No donations anymore. And also the revenue is super small. So um that's why I also put my, what you call that, my expenses lower. You know, you won't have to get bigger expenses than the money that you could earn. That's the problem with some other women. Yeah, that's the problem as other women. Their expectations and their salary, they put a lot of expectation, and they put a lot of like things that they wanted to buy stuff, and they don't have enough money for it. If you don't have money for certain things, you have to work on it, save on it, but don't get it right away without having the money. That would actually, this the one that could depress you. So you have to do that. And having a husband or a boyfriend doesn't guarantee that you could have it all. That's also other perception why other Filipinos are being scammer, because they wanted to get this and that without even them without even having a work, you know. And our things that we're doing right now with Will is that, you know, he is only like, if he could, you know, if the circumstances allow, he would send 20,000 a month, and that's it. Being my husband, that's it. But it's also my duty to save, because we are having a goal to create. We started to plan a business, so he needs to save. I need to save if I could. And 20,000 for, it's not much here in the Philippines anymore. It's very wrong for the Western, especially the people that never come to the Philippines yet. That's the expenses in the Philippines is cheap. I don't think so. I was comparing prices, especially for the vegetables and stuff, and the waste, and it's almost the same. Even in the restaurant here, eat, if you wanna eat in the restaurant here, it would cost at least $5 to $6 every dish. And only the Filipino salary is what? I think highest could be $10 a day. And for eating a restaurant would cost $5. So no wonder why not too many Filipinos that having a regular job, just like I used to have, could go to the restaurant, because I was only paid like less than $5 a day. I was paid 480 pesos for one day working in a call center. So if I'm going to eat one day in a restaurant, that one day that I work for could be the only price for the one meal that I have in the restaurant. So that's it. So you have to stand. If you don't have that much money that you could earn from what you are doing, also lower your standard, lower the things that you could buy. So that's what I'm doing, so that it wouldn't add up too much. It wouldn't hurt if you couldn't afford a certain things, you know, or a certain lifestyle that you used to when you have a regular work. Then you have to lower that now that you don't have the same income when you're working. That's the thing that I'm doing. But I'm just fortunate enough to get some connections because of my business before and friends. So I would be able to go to places for others that they need to pay so much, but for me, not really, because they're just my friends. We're business friends. I get friends that is just like commonly friends that I have in the business before, so it wouldn't be that much like invitations and stuff. But for me, I really don't mind, just working a little, working hard, and then getting a little bit more money, as long as I have things in myself. And I tell Will that he met me and I was working in Hong Kong as a maid, as a domestic helper, and I didn't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good because there are so many professionals in the Philippines went out to other country to work as a domestic helper because the salary is better. So I think that they when Will met me, I I had my own job, and then we established things together here until this pandemic happened. And I'm still trying to get a little bit of income. It's very slow right now, but I never stop. So I told him it's very necessary. I go out and dig. Am I lazy too? I don't think so. What I'm saying is that there are Filipinas that will go out all the time and then just ask their man to provide for them. I mean, it's good. I mean, if that there are relationship that the guy just wants to be support that wants to support for their wife or their husbands. Yeah, and it's good if the guy could provide that. But if the Filipina is like forcing their husband or their boyfriend to provide that so that they could stay with them, then that's another story. I see this because I seen some of Filipinas. If you guys familiar with Malboal Cebu, that's a, that's that's where some of the or most expats in Cebu live. So if it's in Dumaguete, it's in Valencia, but they're here in Cebu. There are quite a lot of expats that lives in Malboal for some reason, and there are Filipinos there that just jump from one guy to another just because they don't have a roof to live. Um, they don't have anything to do, and they don't want to be working in a restaurant because it's a low salary. So what they're doing is just they're just if um the boyfriend is not supporting them enough the way they want to be supported, they're finding another guy. You know what I mean? And there's quite a lot of Filipinos like that the guys needs to be cautious about. So that's it. Akong partner happy siya nga nag-support na mo. I think I am just blessed but I did not take advantage of me. Them, him. That's what I said. If the husband or your partner is just okay to be supporting you and you are not taking advantage of them, I think it's good. It's based to the basis. There are guys that want just to support. What I am saying is these girls that just wants to get a husband or a boyfriend because they just wanted to be supported, not because they are in love. Like that's the reason why I always get bashed before, because when me and Will broke up, I was falling in love with a Finnish Russian guy, and um, he was just like a traveler, a backpacker. He was a backpacker. He was traveling like around the world with his backpack, like a very like big backpack, and he's just staying in the hostels all the time. He never eats in the restaurant. He just go to Carinderia, Carinderia, small Filipino eatery to save up money. This is where he eats. He never but order expensive drinks because he's saving money. And then later on, I was dating him. When me and Will broke up, and my friends were like, well, so-called friends were like, what? Why the heck? Like, there's so many rich guys that you could date. There's so many rich guys that you could date. Your what you call that? Your guests. Like some of my guests are bachelors, right? They don't have wife, they don't have girlfriend. They came to the Philippines to find a date, and yeah, some of them are businessmen that was living in the room where I manage, and I'm like, it's because I didn't feel anything for them. I felt comfortable with that guy, with the homeless guy that you said. They call him homeless because he's living in the hostel. And yes, he never had a home way back to his country. And that's what they're telling me. Like, why is it matter a lot if you like the person? I mean, I know that if he will be going back to work, he would earn money. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to travel. He's not lazy. He's just liking the lifestyle that he got. Yeah, he doesn't have a savings, but you cannot just judge the person just because of what they show, or just because who they are when they're visiting you, just because they are sleeping in hostels. So that's just, I seen like most of these girls are like, if they always think that the guy is a good catch when they got a lot of money and just can provide them, because they don't know how to provide for themselves. So I think that's the difference there, if that's your main purpose. There are few I know who really took advantage of their partner, but I think karma is so silent. I always believe in karma. Yes, me too, Jenny. It's not, I think it's not even in internet, in a real life. I seen them. We It's hard to start again, dear, when we met the person that makes us feel in love. It's home, that's love. Mhm. Yeah. But for them, Jeannie, it wouldn't be hard because in the first place they're not in love. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be hard because they're not in love with the person that they are with. They were not in love. They were just using them. And making the person believe that they fall in love with them just for their own benefits. When I got scammed before, I would send money for simple needs like bedding and other needs, then sent me fix, and her room was decorated and everything. Hello Kitty products that I was paying for. When I got scammed before, I would send money for simple needs like bedding and other needs. Then she sent me pic. Okay. How would you say that you are being scammed, Chris? How could you say that you've been scammed with that woman? Mine makes her own money, won't take anything from me. I'm fine with that. Lul from Eric Sherman. Won't take anything for you, even with the bullshit. That's good though. I think I do believe still that man could always be a provider. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't believe the traditional thing. Like here in the Philippines, guys, to be honest, the wife mostly get all the salary um of the guys. Yeah, they will just leave money for the guys to keep going in another day, in another month. I mean, in another month of their work, they would have their pocket money, but most of the money goes to the wife because the wife is the one who's going to budget all the needs for the family. And I don't think it's a bad thing. There's always a traditional family still going on, even in my family. Like my 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 brothers are working and their wives is at home. But if you are but if the wife is working already, if the woman is working and you wanted them to stop working for a relationship, how well could you provide the needs that they could provide on their own? You know what I mean? Like also, if you wanted your wife to stop working, you need to make sure that the things that she could provide for herself, or she could provide to her family by her work, that you could give it. There are husbands like that, as I said. There are husbands that wants just to provide for their wife, so that their wife could have full time with them. It's okay, but you have to make sure that you won't tell them, oh, no, you have to do this because I provide you everything. You have to do that. Then you're gonna boss them around. I don't think it is a good idea. Wouldn't work on me, because that's also the real case scenario that's happening here in the Philippines. There are quite a lot of expats that let their wives stop their jobs, and then later on, if the wife is asking for the things that they need, that they could buy before, and then they started to count it like, no, you just do this, you just do that, like, okay. So I think before, you have to consider that you have to talk about it a lot. You have to sit down and talk about it, about the things that what he could provide, what he could guarantee, what he could guarantee if he make you stop working. Because as a woman, we have our own needs. We always have our own needs. We always have our own wants, you know. So it needs to be if it could make it like you have to compromise it to save the relationship, yeah, that's good. But you have to also make clear what are the expectations after you stop working. Because I think it's very important. It's really very important. Jenny, depends what country you are, and most in US work too. Too easy to find a job. That's also Eric. It's so hard to find a job here in the Philippines, especially with this pandemic. If I am working and my future husband to stop working, I will ask him first how sure he is. If I am working and my future husband to stop working, I will ask how how sure he is. Yeah, especially with a husband from the West, if they wanted to stop working and live with you and you're the only one working. I meant if they could survive how the lifestyle of the Filipino here, I'm talking about the regular Filipino, normal, not the above average Filipino. They could survive with that, okay. But if they are used to be having this and that, here guys in the Philippines, we could just eat rice and fish for breakfast, rice and fish for lunch, rice and fish for dinner. If you could survive with that, no problem. But if you cannot, I don't think it's good for you to stop working. I love California. Oh. Mm, I think California has a nice beach, right? Long Beach, the California. I think states in the US that I probably like is Florida, California, and Hawaii. I think it's because of their beach. I'm not sure. I wanted to go to New York though. New York and Las Vegas. That's the place I wanted to. I want to see the Hollywood sign. Where is the Hollywood sign? The scam from her included having a Filipino boyfriend that I only learned about from him. Yes, that's right. There's another one, Chris Dempsey. Yes, there are Filipinos like that. There are Filipinos like that. They're married. They're married with a foreigner, and they have Filipino on the side. Yes, especially if the foreigner is working overseas, they have Filipinos on the side to give their sexual needs. And the worst thing there is that some of these Filipinas are even supporting their Filipino with their foreigners' money, their husband's money. And another thing as well is there are quite a lot of foreigners as well here. I know personally one foreigner that lives in Moalboal that telling his friends in their language that the girlfriend, she got the girlfriend, that girl when she was 16, right? I know, 17. And he said to his friends that when the girl will turn 20, he's going to kick her out and then find another one, younger. And that will be the same pattern. He said he would never settle with a Filipina. He will just, get young Filipinas. And then if the Filipina would turn 20, he's going to kick them out, find another younger Filipina again, and stay with her for a few years until she will be older and then get another new young Filipina again. Because I said it's very easy to get young Filipinas here, especially the Filipinas from the province because they are naive. They would just believe what they say. They would believe the fantasy of being married to this foreigner, the fantasy of being well provided for her and the family. And I think it's bullshit. You know, like they're using the naivety, how naive some of these young Filipinos are, so that they could get the young flesh. Yes, he told me that she was spending the money I sent on him for clothes, going out for meals, etc. What the heck? Damn, sorry to hear that, Chris. I'm happy you're still not giving up. Because some of the other guys that is being scammed by Filipinas, making it general that all Filipinas are like that. Lul. I would never take advantage of her from Derek Cody. That's good, Derek. Yeah. It's like most of these other people are just telling how bad Filipinas are, how bad, how the scammer they are. But are they also seeing how also foreigners are ruining some Filipinas? How they ruin them? Some of these Filipinas were not monsters before. Some of these Filipinas love the foreigner truly. And then what other foreigners are doing? They make them believe that they wanted to marry them. They make them believe this and that future. And then later on, just get another Filipinas just because they could. Just because they know that if you're a foreigner in the Philippines, it's easier for you to get a prey. And what happened to those Filipinas that believe in love? They would automatically change their mind and then start the game. Some guys just want them for maids. You can hear them in their attitudes. Yes. Other guys also want to marry Filipinas because they think that Filipinas are so submissive. Guys, you don't need to um you don't need to tell us, you have to watch this, you have to do that. We are doing it because we love you, not because we are your maids. You cannot boss us around. If you want a maid, just get a maid. Don't get a Filipina to be your maid. Like, yeah, I wanted the Filipina because they give me a massage, to wash my clothes, they cook for my food. Of course we do it because we love you. But yeah, some others just take it very wrongly. I almost did give up, but so many people say there are happy relationships. It's the same with all other countries, Chris, I think. But you just have to be really careful when it comes to your Filipina. You have to know it. My wife's spoiled now. She don't need to cook or work. My wife's spoiled now. She don't need to cook or work. Yeah, I bet for how many years that you've been together, you save up enough, and so I think it's okay. Sorry to say, there seems to be many expat instead of expats. Yep. Yes, it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot of expats, really. I mean, if they are making it clear as well, that's what I said earlier. Like some of these foreigners are telling that I just hate the towel. Some of these foreigners are telling it's a very I'm doing like that. So some of the foreigners are here because they wanted to have sex with different women. But the problem is if they are creating some kind of like lying to the Filipina just to get them, you know, if the if they are just like what you say, being transparent, there are women out there or around the world that just want some, like if you want to have some fun, just tell right away. If that woman is up for fun, then okay. But if the woman is trying to love you, to give you the attention, to believe in you, to to believe that you guys can have things together, and then later on you just leave, then what the heck? There are always some crazy, it's not crazy, like adventurous people that just wants to have fun as well. Then go look for them. Don't go for those people that wants a relationship, that wants to have love, that want to have a family, and then later on that's just what you need from them. Isn't that fair? If you wanted to do this and just to do that with a Filipina, make it clear. If they're not up for it, then go. Find someone else that's up for it. There are few of them out there.
There are also Filipinos that trying to tell people that they're just foreigners that they love them just to get something from them. It is vice versa. It's never one side of the story. There are quite a lot of scammer Filipinos, and there's also quite a lot of bastard foreigners that just come here for whatever the games they're playing. And there's quite one here that's been living here for like how many years now? He's half British, half Italian, making believe that they fall in love with a Filipina. He didn't have he didn't have anything, he didn't have anything. He is just telling the Filipina that he got this online job, this and that, and then they started to do something together. Even the Filipina would even lend money so that they could start business together. And then later, if the Filipina get pregnant, he will just find someone else again and find another Filipina. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. Maybe he was being hurt badly by the Filipinas. That's why he's doing it. But he was put in the national TV for what he was doing. It's weird. Like transferring from one Filipina to another, and he actually had six Filipinas, and three of them has kids, has baby with him. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he was being betrayed by a Filipina before, that now he make Filipinas fall in love with him, then later on left. He is currently living in Siquijor right now, and I'm not sure if he's being deported already. It's crazy. It's crazy. There are always three sides of the story: the his, hers, and the truth. From Derek Gaudy, that's right. Hi, newlywed. How is the married life? Parasite as attacks the weak. I have more respect for women than that. That's cool. Um, it's okay, Mike. I'm feeling more committed. I feel more settled that now that I'm married. You know, I'm feeling that I belongs to him and him alone, and he belongs to me. That's the feeling. That's the feeling you could get after the marriage. And yes, we're still working on our visa, on our papers, to send to San Francisco for the approval of the Filipino citizen. I hope it would be um, it would be there soon, so that we can start to process the 9E visa. So we have two steps that we might be taking instead. After the marriage, we might take the 9E visa, that he would come here, or I would go out of the country. We meet in Maldives and we come here together again, using the Balikbayan visa. So that these are the two things that we might try to accomplish, hopefully before end of the year. And if we wouldn't be able to do it this year, hopefully next year, first of the next years. It's just something that needs to be really done, because the main goal of getting an online marriage is that so that we would be together, because it's been a while. We've been together. Last time that we're together was this year, last January, and before that we were separated for 2 years. So we really can't help to feel that we really need to be together. So we're taking the steps. Also, planning about the future, how we would be able to save up just to build a little home, our home together. I mean, I got my own home for me and my daughter, but it's always nice to have a home with your husband. So that's what our next goal is. So yeah. They're saying that guys use love to get sex, and some women use sex in search for love. I think so. Good morning, team. I'm not from. I'm not far from San Francisco. 4 hours. Wow. How is the doctor? He is fine. He is super stressed with the work lately. Mr. Mike, yeah, he's super stressed lately with the work. He's been working 12 to 14 hours sometimes a day. So it's really not very get well to fix the holes in the roof. I'm sure he will when he come here. What you call that? He will when he come here, Chris. I'm sure he will do that. He said he will help with a little stuff in my house when he come here. Hi Brett. Hello Sean. How are you doing? So that's it. Sent you a PM. Okay, I'm going to get back to you later, Brett, because I am using my phone to do the L. Sometimes I couldn't read all your messages, guys, because I'm just using the phone. My laptop is still not working. Yeah, I need it ASAP. Ah, okay. Mm, okay. Send Brett. There you go. I sent it. YouTube doesn't notify me when you're live. I don't know why. Damn. It's weird. Yeah, but most of the time my live streams, guys, I just put all my live streams in unpublished after the live. Do you feel pressure to have your own job and money so you don't have to ask for money? Um, Not really, Chris. Not really. I don't feel pressured at all because even before the marriage and until now it's just the same thing. Yeah. He's not really like last month. Now that we're married, he said that he would help me out with my needs. Last time before even before our marriage, he didn't send me money monthly. So it's not really that I am what you call that? I am just waiting for his money. So that's I could say. I don't feel pressured because it's not that I don't get a little money for myself now. So But the only thing is that what makes me pressured is that not the income that I could get, not very stable compared to what it was before. Wow, 6 times down. They don't understand. I think it's the same person, Chris Dempsey. Every time I always have 7 to 6 times down. It's just one person or two-person that's doing it, and I don't mind. I'm still happy that they came here as always. I'm still happy that they came here checking on me. You know, I don't know who are they, but it's sometimes good to have a hater because it makes me feel like I am very valuable for the people to hate me. You know what I mean? Oh well. It still counts as views, that's true. Mine used to notify me on everyone, but here hard lately ever get notifications. Are you sure that you put the all like after you subscribe to my channel? I think what you have to do, Tim, is you have to unsubscribe me and then subscribe to me again. Subscribe me and then you have to subscribe me and then unsubscribe me and then you have to click that all. Click all. Yeah. Then you could get all the notifications. I think there are some LSs as well that I didn't get notifications. I only know when I'm scrolling in my home. Yeah, in my home. And then I would say, oh my god, he is in LS. Like Sammy PH. I used to get notifications from her and then later on I couldn't get notification from her anymore. So Um, that's what I did. Subscribe and then unsubscribe. I don't hate you, Vicky, and never will. From Chris Dempsey. Yeah, I know, Chris. But I don't really care about all those people that hates me so much that they all just going to give my videos. Even the videos that I'm helping out the kids and when just having a family affairs, happy things, helping others, they're always giving a thumbs up. No matter what I do, good or bad, they're always giving a thumbs down. As I said, we cannot please all the people, and it's not my duty to please him or them because you know um, I know myself. I won't I won't get less of who I am just because of what others think about me. You know what I mean? The people that knows me well, the people that loves me, knows who I am, and that's all that matters. Those people that don't know me, of course, are the one that hates me. So, or maybe they hate me because they know me and they don't like it. And I don't care. I'm happy, I'm still happy that they're giving me clicks. It's still um it's still a click rate. Thumbs up, thumbs down. When you just open a live stream and then you give a click, thumbs down, it's already a click rate. So I'm still happy that these people gets um 1 second of their time to give me a thumbs down. That means a lot. So yes, thank you so much. Hi Chris, good morning. I have been supporting you since February of last year. Yes, you did. Brett Glasso. Last year was 2020. Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. It's more than a year in YouTube now. So yes, it's really cool. Yeah, I started doing my YouTube vlogs last year at 2020. Yes. So, yeah. I tried that already. I figured that was the problem. And it still didn't work, Tim. The bell options. Hello everyone from Lario Piscasio. How are you today, Lario? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Brett Glasgow, mine used to notify me everyone, but here lately hardly ever get notifications. That's right. How can someone hate someone so guapa from Chris? Um, they just don't like me because I don't hold my mouth. Mayong uto day guapa, mayong uto rich buang. How are you doing today? I like your name. Yeah, some people couldn't take me as I am because I don't pretend to be someone else just to be like. They hate me for who I am. And you know what, guys? I would rather want you to hate me for who I am than to love me for who I am not. Yes. If you hate me for who I am, I appreciate that. Than me making you love me for who I am not. I don't want to be pretending to be an angel, to be flawless, to be, what you call that? To be all perfect just for you guys to like me. If you like me just for who I am, then that's good. If you hate me for who I am, it's even better. Yeah. I want to pray. Just crazy. Something people hate, you have something they want. People hate because they have something they want. Oh! Da-da-da-da. The video of your surprise for your mom was great. There was a little girl next to the money cake, had a look on her face like, I can't believe money comes from the cake. Yes, that's Chris. Yeah, that's my niece LJ. Yes. So we had that talk for I think a month, guys. So to make it happen, my mom really never had a big surprise in her life, and we never really celebrated as a whole family when it comes to things. And with all the things that's going on, with all the people that died in our family, in our neighborhood, and mom survived the virus and all the sacrifices that she got through just to have all her 10 kids um, to be able to survive in this world, this cruel world. I think she deserves something. It doesn't need to be super expensive, super luxurious. but it was all from our hearts. So I put a little money there in the money cake. My sister did put little money. I bought some food for the whole family because other of the family members, of course, doesn't have a work. So they're also struggling a lot with the money that I helped sometimes. But they are the one who also exert the effort to cook all the foods, to do this and to do that. Some of the other family members that's far is also sending my mom a message. So we made it happen, and it's the first time that I saw my brothers dancing really crazy. You see, guys, I have five brothers. You could always bash me because it's online, but if you're doing it in the real life, bashing me, I don't think you would get out alive. I have five big brothers. Yes, I am the baby sister. I am the youngest girl, and then we got the youngest of the all of us all, which is my youngest brother. So no one could really mess with me. They even wanted to really kill the father of my daughter before. Well, she's not here. You know, when he said that he wanted the baby to be aborted, my brother wanted to ready to go to and punch his face, but I stopped them. Like it's not worth it. I wanted the babies anyway, so the baby anyways, it's okay. You know. So no one could really miss the sister. I got a lot of brother. Yes. Brett Glassell last night called me along out with Adrian Gibson Armani. Ooh. Oh, I'm not there. I never go to those live streams. They need dance lessons from you, Vicky Lola. Yes, but it was one. It was very fun, Chris. It was the first time that I saw them dancing like that. It was the first time that they were so happy. So I'm really glad. I'm really glad that we did it. We did it. It was one of the amazing things that happened. It was also the day that I was so happy with my family. But you know what happened after that? There was this uninvited guest insulted me, called me bullshit, and then insulted my family. And my other brother, was so mad, and then pushed my brother. He pushed my brother. So they all a little bit drunk already. So my brother smashed his face. And then he said he threatened my family that he's going home and get a gun and come back. And maybe he got a gun. So my other brother punched him again. So now I'm not sure if he could stand up. It might really create trouble in the family because he's kind of influence man. He could use other people's money to maybe kill me or kill some of my family. So yeah, we need to go to the police to blotter him and stuff. But there wasn't I don't we didn't hear anything from him right now. But I don't as far as I know, it's not our fault. He was the one who disrespected us in our home and then come back. Give us a treat and then come back. So if even my brothers would kill him that day, I don't think we would have too much. It could be self defense already. What my brother was doing. Diba? The happy family celebration is being ruined by a crazy stranger that's not invited. We're just we were just very good enough to even let him in. Yes, exactly, Chris. That's right. He just came. He is not. We didn't invite others. It's just all family thing. He came there, brought a lot of alcohol, and my brother said, "No, we're not gonna drink anymore because we're going to work next day." And he was mad because my brother didn't want to drink anymore. Like, what the heck? My wife told me I did not need to work, so we've been home together 6 years, 24/7, or son in now 6 years old next month. Oh wow! You guys might have a lot of savings already not to work for 6 years. Hello there. Wow, 6-year-old son. He might be super handsome. Yes, Sean Williams. Did you hear that? What happened? Oh, Brett Glassell last night 3K drama. Ah, okay, that guy. I wish someone would tell me not to work. I wish someone would tell me, okay, don't work, Jeff. I swear it's boring not to work. You know, even just a little bit, even you earn a little bit of things, you have, I think it's always good to have something. Especially, I think it's also especially when you started working a lot before. It's getting boring if you stop working. I did not know she was dating anyone. Who? Exotic Migalab, shout out to you and good day to you. Good day, Elise. I don't go to. Ah, okay. You're talking about each. Okay. Who? When did you get married? I got married last Tuesday, last week. 26, 21, 21st of September. Hey friend, Ellie's Adventure Vlogs, how are you? Hi all from Ellie. Yeah, I got married last week, Jeff. Where's your husband? I think you are really a new subscriber, yeah? My husband is in Germany right now. We got married online. It's because we wouldn't be able to, he wouldn't be able to come here because of the restrictions of the pandemic. So we got married online, and we are processing his visa to be able, our papers for him to be able to come here, and then we're going to marry here in person. That's the goal. So he's still in Germany right now. Yes. Jamie got married online to Norma a few days after you did. It was him who married to Norma. Okay. Wow, I saw their marriage is really nice because she's really wearing a wedding gown. Yeah. I was just wearing a casual white dress. Yes. And just had a wine and a cake after our marriage. Because I would think, we're gonna be celebrating we will have our celebration when he arrived here. Have you met your husband in person yet? I guess I am new here. Yes, actually we've been together for quite a while already with my husband. I met him online way back 2016. We met in real life 2017 until 2020. 2000, yeah, 2019 rather. Yeah, 20, yes. So yeah, if I do have my Evan with the proposal video, he proposed to me in real life um he proposed to me in real life last January. This January in Maldives. So yeah, I wouldn't I wouldn't marry my husband if I didn't meet him. You know, I wouldn't marry someone that I didn't meet. So the reason that we're married is because I met him already in real life.
Kasi naman ka mag-answer ka po.
Meron dito pa. Oops. Is J-Make meeting Norma already? I'm going for the rabbits. What if couple hasn't meet in person? Can they still marry online? I think so, yes. Yes, Rich Buang. There are quite a lot of couple actually. It's because of the pandemic that they couldn't meet. Actually, if you're going to check the Black Filipino TV, he is interviewing a guy called Jamie. He married a Filipina online, and then later on, the just also he is also needed. He also needed to take an annulment, and it costs a lot of money. Guys, you have to consider and think so much about it before you're going to get married online with a person that you don't meet. What happened to Jamie was they haven't met actually for 2 months, I think, and then they get married right away, and then later on, they had to divorce, and it would cost him $10,000 to get the annulment done in the Philippines. Would take at least 8 months to 4 years before the annulment is um properly processed. So yeah, that would be risky. You have to know things before you get married online. Because they were super in love actually. They were super in love at first. Um, they were super in love at first, and then later on, when they met for real life, they're using the married visa. They just found out that they were so in love online, and then when they met in real life, they just found out that they are two different person and had to process the divorce. They had to process the divorce. So it's not very what you call that? It's not a very good idea, but it really depends. Others are working on it. So I saw my husband, guys. We've been together with my husband in Maldives. This, oops, that's not one. Yes, this year. So we were staying in the Maldives for 23 days already. So yes, I met him in person for years already before I decided to marry him. Yeah, it's very beautiful there. I love it there. It was very perfect. But I never thought he would propose. I thought, we were just having a vacation there. But yeah, he did propose to me in Maldives. So it's not like we are not meeting in the real life. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Yes, we live in Moalboal together. Yeah, he actually is the one who first started the business, and then I'm running it for 2 years. Even we broke up until the pandemic happens, and also yeah, we've been traveling together as well. So I don't think you know. Yeah, I look so short in here. What the heck? Well, I'm really short. But yes, I met my husband. I met him before I married him. And the reason why I married him is because he's the person that knows all my best and my worst, and yet he came back after a breakup. You know, so that's why. Sometimes it's worth giving work for a relationship if work doesn't give a happiness from PW. Wow. During the wedding, he showed a video of you two next together at the beach, and I wanted to say, who is that little girl with Will? Lul. But these people marrying online without ever meeting in person is just crazy and asking for problems. I mean, others could work. At least you already knew him. A lot of hiking there. Anybody marrying, not ever meeting is insane. It could be. Others, most of this really is just crazy, honestly, to think about it. But others could work, you know. Other relationships could work, even they don't. Maybe they were just gonna develop all the deeper relationship after the marriage. So you just have to be careful, guys. If you don't meet the person, if you really think a connection is this and that, you have to be ready of all the consequences that might happen after the marriage. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be easy to get the annulment and the divorce. Maybe in the divorce in US you would only spend a little bit of money, but in here in the Philippines the annulment would take years before you would get annulled to a Filipina. So if you are not very sure to marry your Filipina, and if she's not very sure to marry you, please for fuck's sake, don't try it. because it would be, if you wouldn't be able to, if you wouldn't be able to get the divorce here in the Philippines with your Filipina, or the annulment, the Filipina will stay married with you, and she wouldn't have an opportunity if she find a real life love life of her life to get married to that person just because she is still married with someone online. I think you have to really reconsider about it. My wife friend had just broken up with his wife, and he told me to never get married from Chris Dempsey. Well, when it comes to stuff like that, I wouldn't let other to dictate me anyway when it comes to marriage or not. I mean, but you have to be aware of the consequences of with everything. I would tell myself before, I would never want to get married after I turned 28. At the age of 22, I had a peer pressure and really wanted to get married at age. At 22, I'm like, oh my gosh, where is the husband at? I wanted to get married. I wanted to settle. I'm freaking old. I'm 22. I am 25. I'm 26. And then here comes 28. I didn't want to get married anymore. And then life comes. I never would have thought that Will wanted to marry me, because he was the person that I met, and I chatted last 2006 and never believed in marriage. He was the person that thinks that marriage is just like a form of business. Marriage is just a piece of paper. And then and then I would never thought that in 2021 he would change his mind and believe the sacredness of marriage. Believe that the marriage is the union or the bond of the couple to have more and deeper, intimate, and committed relationship. So things could come and could change in years. You know, we wouldn't know how, even you're married, if you would stay married. We don't ever know that. But the good thing is that you believe in marriage, you believe why the reason you are married to the person, and the reason should be the love. The reason should be that you are ready to be committed with that person. The reason is that you are one with the person already. That should be the reason that's why you're going to get married. And if it don't last, you have to try. You have to try both, try and try and try. Because as I see, my mom and dad tried a lot to save up their marriage, and they worked on it. Of course, right now it's always easier for people. Okay, we don't work, let's divorce. You cannot just do that. You cannot just like, things is not working right now, let's divorce. You are not boyfriend, girlfriend anymore. You cannot just, okay, get married, divorce, get married, divorce, get married, divorce. What is that? So at least just how I see it. And I made sure that Will knows how I view it. You know? Oo. What about the Filipinos there if they had a choice, money or relationship? I'm just generalizing a question. What about the Filipinos there if they had a money? If they had a choice, money or relationship? I'm just generalizing a question. I think money. It really depends on where they're from, what they've been through. You know, if you've been through in a very poor situation and stuff, I think they would choose money. But for me, with the would question, I would choose happiness over those. So if I'm happy with, I think what they would choose what make them happy. It's so funny. I get a question actually. I get a question like why I date a foreigner. Is it because of their money? It's not a very it's also very, what you call that the standard of living in the foreigners, of course, is much higher than the standard of living in the way I live, the house and stuff like that. but also the standards that needs to be put to be able to establish that way of living in the West is also a lot. You cannot just sit around for like 1 week and not gonna pay for it when the government supporting you. Have to pay for it. I didn't know that. You know, the higher standard of living you have, the more work you have to pull through as well to cope up with the standard of living. Others would thought that if you are marrying a foreigner, you wouldn't have problem anymore with financial matters. I don't think so. You do have to work a lot in the West to be able to even get get the money. It is because of his height. Come on. Uy, it's not like that, John. Uy, you know the father of my daughter is almost the same height as I am. I'm not choosing a man because of height. It's just I'm choosing a man that would understand me. That would that would understand who I am for my personality. What the fuck? Of course, I also like foreigners because of their genes. Come on, you guys give good babies. That would be nice to have a handsome man. Wait. Yeah, you guys have a good genes. What happened? But honestly, guys, like it's just like David and Goliath. Yo, sister, my sister Seljan, guys, is very bully. Seljan is my biological sister, which is a lot prettier than me at her age of 40. Ay. Not really, but anyways, you will be 60 soon. So I would still be young compared to you, so I'll be more pretty in coming years. In the peak at the beach, you could wear his bathing suit as one piece. Lul. Come on, Chris. You're I'm not that short. The heck? Yay. I'm old fashioned. I believe a man should be the provider of the household. Yeah, I think so. I mean, when it comes to the household, but I don't think the woman should not be working either. I mean, right now, with all the expenses and everything going, it wouldn't be enough for just a man working for the household, especially if you have kids. Most short women want a tall guy. Eh? You are taller than the average for a Filipina. Yes, thank you so much, Brett. You're really a good friend. Lula. I'm so happy someone called me taller. Yeah. Vicky, congratulations to you and Will. I'm just so happy for you too. Thank you so much, Jamie. Ever since you're one of the person that's always supporting us. Oh, see? Good morning, Manoj Daniel. Good morning to you. How are you doing today, Daniel? I hope you're doing well. I believe in the equality of men and women. I think I still honor men higher than me. Not in a bad way but in a good way. 410.89 is the average height for a Filipina. I am 132. How to support to you channel, honey? Oh, honey. Wow. Nice. It depends on how you want to support my channel. Just being here, Manoj, is a way that you are supporting my channel. Thank you so much. Give me a thumbs up. That's a big support already. Life is too hard nowadays for men to sole breadwinners, especially in the West. That's exactly PW. I don't think it's a very easy for men to be just working in the West, especially in the West. But if the woman wants to work and man should not prevent her from doing so, but she knows she has the financial security of knowing she doesn't have to work if she If so she chooses. Ah, that's a good one as well, Rocky Bayo Mountain Man. Are you married or single there? I am married, Manoj Daniel. I am married. I am married. I am happy to announce that I am lawfully wedded wife to my husband. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a firm believer in LDR. It's the hardest challenge in the world, and when you conquer it like you two did, it gives us hope for hours. Yes, Jamie. Don't give up. Where are you living in the Philippines? I am living in Cebu, Philippines. Manoj Daniel. I am living in the Philippines. I live in the Philippines, Cebu. Cebu. Yeah, you know the hardest part of also having a tall husband, guys, is that you couldn't reach them if you want to kiss them. Yes. Province. I live in Alegria, Cebu. Have you been in touch with May? What is she doing right nowadays? PW May is now being an HR for the recruitment agency and is currently working on her papers to go to Singapore. She married to a pro basketball player. Do you married to a local Filipino? No, I'm not. I'm not. See, are you see that? Do you see this? This is me and my husband. I don't think he looks like a Filipino. He's so white and tall for a Filipino, I think. That's wonderful news for May. I wish her all the best. Her things are still here. She wasn't able to have a place to put all her things yet, so her things are still in my house. And I will just wait for her to be able to. Oh my gosh, Manoj, I just tell you. This is my husband. This is my husband. He's German. So that was the proposal. He proposed to me last January this year, and that's why I agreed to have an online wedding with him. And that's why I agreed to have online marriage. We had a proposal in the real life in Germany. Yes. What does Will think about the election? I don't know what he thinks about it. He hits the politics, John Wood. You have kind heart, caring, and generous person to have her. I would help anyone in any way that I can, and if any way that I could, in a good way that I could. PW, you know. Um, I love proposal. I would help anyone that needs help in a good way that I could. You know, sometimes help is not just about money. Sometimes you could help a person by just listening to them, just being there for them, giving them your shoulder, and every little things. You don't know. You would help a person already by giving them advice about things. You know, it's something that you put your heart in it to help others in any way that you could. Um, and that's what I'm doing. I like to help. I like to help in any way that I can to others. And you guys, there are some friends here in YouTube, and just being friends with them is a big help for me already. So you know who you are. Shout out to Mr. Tim, Mr. Sarden, and all these other good people that has been there as my, you know, when they're not busy. Now they're busy though. You know, and even in a way they could. So it's just like it's because I know how it is to have nothing, and I know how it is how it feels to have someone that help you when you have nothing. And so that's the reason I help others because I have much, but I help others because I know how it is to have nothing. So in any way that I would help them. Tell me about your parents there. I only have one mom. I only have a mom. My father died. That's it. What I enjoy about you is you are not disingenuous. Disingenuous. Let me see. I have 10 siblings. Disingenuous. Not candid or sincere. And no one knows less about something than really one does. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Thank you for the words. I have to search what it means. Yeah. I do like it when, when there is a word that I couldn't understand. I just wanted to search it right away. Um so that I could know the meaning and I could use it in the future. Thank you. Have you visited Germany? Um Disingenuous is not candid or sincere. By no, but typically by pretending that one knows less about something than one really does. Okay, dishonest. Okay, deceitful, underhand. Ooh, nice one. Okay. Me, have you visited Germany, dear? Not yet, dear. I like your endearment. You're a very sweet person. I never visited in Germany yet, and hopefully I would be able to visit Germany soon. Yeah, I wanted to go there in summer. I want to go to the castle in Germany, but it's really far from his place. He's far from Hamburg. Can he visit you if he come to? Can I visit you if he come? Huh? Can he visit you if he come to Philippines? Yes, he can visit me. He is already married. We are married, so he can visit me in the Philippines already. Manage Daniel. Yes. He can come visit me. If you're married to a Filipina, you can come visit the Filipina. Yes. That's the reason why people are doing the online marriage so that they could visit their Filipinas. I think PH will open most likely after the May elections. That's why it will be there in middle of May from PW. Do you have ticket already? PW? Do you already have the ticket? That would be nice. Many times I see people during live streams that are faceless. Yeah? I don't think there's nothing that I don't think. Hi, you look like a Miss Philippine 2001. Thank you. I don't think that you need it. You don't need to pretend someone else or something else. I mean, it's I know. I just realized it, Rocky Batima. You man. Not yet. I'm waiting for vacations time to be approved next month by my employer. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Rocky Bayou Mountain Man and bro Jimmy, how it's going from Sean Williams? Yes, I think it's your daughter is cool. I'm her best friend. Yeah, my daughter is cool. She's cool and crazy. She got it from her mama. Yes. I think I need to go to the kitchen right now because it's already 12. You have a natural province Filipino beauty. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Gonna be. Wow, no more in the fridge. Oops. She's not finishing her food. She put it in the rice cooker. Oh well. Guys, I'm trying to work on my diet, so I'm just gonna be cooking some vegetables later. Yeah. No food in the fridge? No. There's no food in the fridge, but I do have here. Ta-da! So I get this. And there. I got noodles, I got biscuits, canned goods. I just had 4 chocolate donuts. Yes, that's all I I have in the house right now. I don't put too much food in the fridge anyways. Only when I could go to the supermarket to buy foods, but I still have things that needs to be finished here before I'm going to shop because I don't want things to be spoiled. It will be just me and my daughter, so I have quite a lot of vegetables that need to be finished before I'm going to shop. I don't have junk foods. Well, I do have the noodles and the canned goods. But I don't have stuff in my fridge. I don't have juices and everything. I'm eating jalapeno infused peanuts. What is that? How old are you, dear? Did you buy freezers dried food? Freezes dried food? No. I only have dried fish. That's yeah, I have dried fish. A little bit. But sometimes I wanna buy some yogurt. You know, I like yogurt. I like those things. But I just didn't able to for now. Yeah. I'm just gonna wait until uh the first of the month. I will be going to. Thank you so much, Brett Glasso, for the $2 super chat through PayPal. It's highly appreciated. I just saw it. Infused peanuts. Okay. Do you have the habit of drinking beer like Red Horse beer or San Miguel? No. It's really crazy to make it a habit. I will be super fat. I'm already fat as I am right now. I don't want to make me more fat by drinking, by making Red Horse and San Miguel as a habit. I don't think it's a good idea at all. I don't think it's a good idea. What's the update on the boat? Okay, boat update. Chris Dempsey, the boat now is finally working. We're just waiting for the open season. There is not a good catch for the fish right now. That boat is a small boat. It's not a big boat for many people. They could only have like I think 2 to 3 people in that boat to go out for fishing. And my brother went out to fish the other day, and they only catch 5 fish. They had to spend at least I think $5 for the gasoline, and that's not even the fish that they catch is just five. So I don't think it's a very good idea to go out right now to catch fish when it's close season. Maybe it's better for the bigger fishermen that could go really deep, but for us, I don't think so. And my brother doesn't have um enough needs for both for fishing as well. We are still working on it. We're still saving up money so that we can buy nets, we can buy things, hooks to use for fishing. He only have one ways for fishing right now. So we are still working on it to buy the needs. She needs flashlight. He needs quite a little bit stuff for fishing. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm saving for. Goal for this month to be able to get the fishing needs for my boat. Yes. But it's working. It's all done. I love how name of the place you're staying dear. How far from Cebu City? Isn't it expensive there? It's kind of expensive if you're going to buy the brown net. It could cost at least 11,000. 11,000 pesos, the big one, the brown one. Because if you're going to buy the nylon net, it could just last very maybe very few months or maybe a year, and then you have to change again. So you would like to buy the I don't know how it calls. But my father used to have that. I'm not sure where is it right now. So that's what we're trying to buy. Does your brother use travel net to fish? I think that's the thing that we're needing to buy. We have a net right now, but it's the nylon net. The small nylon net, like maybe 5 foot tall. That's what we're doing, but it wouldn't be used up in the deeper sea. So that's what we're trying to do right now. To get saving up for it. So there's a room for me. I'll pay for the gas and bring fishing gear. Yes, Chris. Honestly, if you guys will be able to come up here in the Philippines and wanted to meet me to have a family bonding, I mean, to have a family thing with my family, it's okay. You can bring your girlfriends. You guys are welcome here. Yes. I would be happy to meet my YouTube subscriber, and if you are okay to live in a small house, you are free to stay in my house. But you would be sleeping in my room. I will sleep in the living room. I only have one room. And to be honest, I got my friend from Poland, Yarik. He sleeps in my living room for 5 days. I get, I get few people. I got few foreigners here, friends that sleeps here with their girlfriends actually. So if you are okay to sleep in a bamboo house, you are free to welcome here. My house is small, but it opens for people that wants to stay with me. No problem. Is the net expensive there? Yes, that's the net that we wanted to get. The long nets is kind of expensive, Tim. Name of the place you're staying there? I am staying in Alegria, Cebu, and it is 4 hours away from the city. Yes, I love jalapeno flavored peanuts, but they are also just coated with a flavor. Ah, okay. No beer gut for Vicky. No. I ate a freeze dried pouch meal and did a video about it in my channel. I'll check it out, Brett. Yes. Hi, Daisy Gapan. Shout out, babe. Your house would be like sleeping in a person's sixth tent. Mm-hmm. Is there room outside for a tent to stay in? Yes, Chris Dempsey. There's a room and you can bring a tent inside the gate. If I could ride my Harley there, I would come. Cannot leave with my Harley. Okay, Rocky Bout. Yes! Come on, Rocky. Are you in the Philippines already? Just freaking get a boat and come here. Or in a suit. Or in a suit hotel. Yeah. You can rent a Harley Davidson there in the Philippines. Yes, exactly, team. Just go to the Harley Davidson Cebu and rent one there. Da-da-da-dang. Yeah. Actually, my friend Charlie Shoot, I don't know what his freaking surname is, but he is a model for a Charlie Davidson motorcycle. Mm, yeah, he was modeling and using the Harley to roam around Dumaguete and Cebu for a time. Is it the same as owning one? Of course, it is not. Just bring your Harley. Put it in the ferry. Team, I own a customized Harley. Oh, wow, that's nice. What is the good thing about the Harley? I think they're very loud, guys. Can you minimize the loud of your Harley motorcycle, or it is really a motorcycle with a very loud voice? It's more fun in the Philippines. The tagline of Philippines tourism. Yes, it is more fun in here, Manoj. It is more fun in the Philippines. You would be an ideal practical person to learn about PI if someone is arriving PH to retire for the first time. Yeah, could be, but I'm not all around Philippines, to be honest. I am not familiar with all the places in the Philippines because, as you know, it is composed of thousand islands. So yeah, guys, you can check Rocky Bayou Mountain Man. He got a YouTube channel driving with his about his motorcycle and drives, I think. Yes. Yeah, I understand it is not like having your own. I've got a Harley and I've got a Honda, but I'm in the States. Oh, it is more fun wherever I am. Lul from Brett Galasso. It's the same thing with me, Brett. It's always fun where I am there. Guys, maybe in YouTube you see me as a very serious person. Maybe you see me as a very serious person, very this and that, but I'm different, Char. No, really. I'm crazy in real life. Maybe you see me as a very serious one in YouTube, guys. But believe me, I'm not. Yay. It is really fun when we are together with my husband. No, Rue and Cliff here today. I don't know where are they. I think they would be sleeping already or they're busy. You are a fun person. Guys, it's so funny when me and Will is together. It's just there is no boring moment with Will as well. He might be crazy sometimes, very sometimes he might be look dangerous because he is so tall. But if he Aha!
Kulang kukulan.
Unsa?
Sana? Kulon.
Kulon? Wala may kulon?
Wala.
T is a crazy bad one and a crazy good. I think you're crazy good. It's nice hearing you say your husband. Is yeah, I think it's nice to say the word finally. I like the word husband. Guys, I'm not sure if you've seen this one. But you know what happened to this is that we went to snorkel in Maldives and he stepped. I think we saw we were looking for a thing and then we saw the shark. And then later on he couldn't forget about it. So we're hunting the sharks. We were literally shark hunting this day here. And it's really cool. Like you go out in a some place in Maldives and you can just see things. I see this one. This is the stingray, I think. Yeah, do you see that? I was trying to follow it. They said it's kind of scary though. If you're going to scare this guy, it would possibly would be able to kill you or something. And here, this is the shark. Ta-dang! We were shark hunting this day. You know, we love to do adventures together. Shout out Roseville. Hello. See, there's a shark there. Good night. Who is crying? It's a cat. It's a baby outside actually. Yeah, this is the shark over here. And I was just checking it out. I was checking the shark. And Will said, no, don't wake it up. Don't wake it up. Like, this is the shark here. It's kind of big. Like, from this place until here. Nicole is okay. She's doing her class. This is the shark. Ta-dang! This very big one. Big sharks. Oh, I was trying. I think they're cool. Do you already have a daughter from your ex-husband here? I never been married, Manoj. I have a daughter with my ex-boyfriend. He got a daughter with his ex-wife. I know, ex-girlfriend as well. We're even. Do you own the house? Yes, I own my house. I do have my own house. I own this little house that I am living right now. I got one bedroom, I got little living room, I have a kitchen, I got a bathroom. I own a house. You're just lying. It's weird. Usually you see them hunting for prey. I think I think sharks are friendly. You just don't frighten them. If you they could, it would be an accident that shark will eat you. She has a great daughter. Yes, my daughter is the best. Yeah, she's the best. Right now, I'm going to start to do my workout and study my German lesson. I think I need it. I need to study again the German lesson. This is the resort where we used to stay in Maldives. It's beautiful there, guys. Alit di? Pwede lang. Mm. Tanawag nakasaksak ba? See? Mm. It's pretty place over there. I like it. Don't come to the west coast of USA because the great white shark will eat you like a snack. Uh-oh. Maldives, how is the food? Oh, the food in Maldives is really great. Rock PW, I love the food there. I actually miss it. You live in where? Rocky Mountain? Which place? It's quite a lot of a nice place over there. Mountain View, Arkansas, folk music capital of the world. Wow, I want to check it out. I would love it. I don't know when. We're still trying to figure out when can we build our house. Still needs a lot of planning, not lots of saving money. It will take a lot of money also for him to visit here or to meet. So let's see how things go. But I don't want to rush things so much. Good things will come on its own, and we just have to work on it. So, but I'm sure we will have more troubles together. And this is the area where we saw the algae, guys. There's quite a lot of algae. It's the first time I've seen a lot of algae in my whole life, and I was so privileged and happy to see that in my eyes. Maybe next trip can be in Seychelles. Where is that? Seychelles. I built my own house, but I own a construction business. Wow, that's nice. Very nice, Rocky Bayou Mountain. Maybe you can help me with my construction here, Charut. I don't know what's... I am still not very fat in this year. Now everything being fat. You and Will should honeymoon in the Ice Hotel. Ice Hotel? That would be freaking cold. Well, I am the co-owner. Wow, nice one. That's big investment. I really wanted to have my own accommodation business before 40. So I hope me and Will can work on that together. Ice Hotel in Canada. It's really nice place there. Sometimes when I miss him, I'm just checking our video again. You know, I just check out our videos together again and again and again and again when I miss Will. I think that's the only way I can do for now. Yeah, big investment and bigger expenses, sure thing. Big investment. It's not very easy to start a business. You need to be a really big risk taker when it comes to business and stuff. Where's the Maldives near Africa? Oh, wow. Yeah, I wanted to go to Africa, guys. I really wanted to go to the safari. We specialize in mold and rot removal. Wow, interesting. Look at that giant. He's a whale shark, see? Dang. The whale shark is now attacking the stingrays. Dang. It's quite a lot of fish over there. I like the Maldives underwater. And you have this weird noise, these stingrays. I really love the underwater paradise, guys. It's very beautiful. But I haven't tried to eat stingrays yet. People here eat stingrays. It's very rare you could see stingrays in the Philippines, but some people eat stingrays. The reason why it's being preserved in Maldives because it has their sanctuary. And this area is a fish factory. So there's quite a lot of stingrays here because they're feeding they're throwing the fish in the sea so the stingrays would go there and eat them. So this place is near Himafushi Island of Maldives. I didn't edit the video. I just leave it as it is, you know. The resolution. It would look very nice if you're editing it, I think. It's just I don't know how yet. Change the color. Are you guys afraid going up and under in the water? I have a friend that owns a tree house resort here in 87 Getaway. Wow. A resort at what? Don't touch stingray's tail. I'm not. I didn't touch it. I just get near to it, but I didn't touch any stingray's tail. Are they creating kind of electricity or something? Or are they gonna kill you for some reason? Yes, I'm afraid of sharks. Oh, okay. I'm afraid of sharks too. But it's fun to see this eel. They're big ones. You see? Beautiful. I don't like spiders. I don't think so many people like spiders. I think not so many people like spiders. Oh, really? Wow. So that's why others could actually get died because of the spider. I mean of the shark tail. Stingray's tail. But this one is can you see the difference between the water in Maldives and the Philippines? It's not too many fish that you could see here. But only in my area. Some other part in the Tubataha Reef in the Philippines, there are quite a lot of fishes there as well. Steve Irwin died by a stingray. Yeah, I thought so. My friend that owns the Treehouse Resort, his last name is Glasgow. Oh, same as yours or no? Snakes are the worst. There's no snakes in the Philippines, right? Oh my gosh. Of course we do have snakes here. We do have some of the most poisonous snakes here in the Philippines actually. But you wouldn't be able to see them in the town. Mostly in the jungle. You just have to be careful. Pit vipers, yes. Turtles are amazing. They can live over 100 years. Yeah, one of the turtle that lives a lot. This one is a very small turtle, but the biggest one here got poisoned. By the toxic in the water. They got poisoned by the toxic in the water. This is the whale shark. Who wants to see the whale shark? This is really great. That moment that I saw the whale shark, guys, because there's not too many people. But this whale shark got a problem, I think, after 2 months because it gets very shallow and then it was hit by the thing in the boat, so it got wounds, got wounded. It's really huge. It's super scary to be get near, so near to this. It's just like they could eat you alive. Me, the whale sharks are amazing. Yes, they are. Turtles are amazing with carrots, onions, and potatoes. You eat the turtle? How did it? How does a turtle taste? Uh, there is actually place in like a black market in Cebu selling the turtles meat. It's prohibited. We get orcas in our oceans in Washington. What is orca? What is orca, guys? It's a whale as well? Okay. I want to see the hammerback. This is a shark. Oh, I saw already the treasure head. I saw the treasure head. Um, yes, sharks. Treasure sharks. I saw the black shark also in Maldives. And then the nar sharks. What are you doing? Are you done with your homework? You cannot get your phone until you're done, huh? Orcas are the killer whales. Wow. And you do have it there. Have you seen the hammerhead sharks? No. That's what I want to see. The hammerhead, Chris. I'm not sure where I can find it, but that's my goal, to see the hammerhead. Nicole, what are you doing? The link is in Orca's image. I'm going to check it out later. Brad. Orca. I want to see the hammerhead because it looks cool. Hammerhead.
Hello guys, welcome to the Philippines.
I'm trying to see what videos that I need to delete. I think, but you know what I want to see for real life, guys? I think I tell this to you guys already. I wanted to see the bear.
Really fun days, right?
I want to see the bear, the polar bear. Are you all shops malls open in Cebu? Are the mall shops yes, they are open. PW. We get sea lions here too. Sea lions. Yeah, I saw sea lions in the um Ocean Park in Manila, but not in real life. I saw the panda too. I like sea lions. They look beautiful. What time is it there, guys? Why are you guys still awake?
Of the free divers, I'm allowed to
I had sea lion jump on my
kasama
boat.
and
Are they scary? Are the sea lions scary, guys? You know what's the pride of Moalboal? This is the pride of Moalboal. Look. Ta-dang! This is the million schools of sardines. So there are all the fish. And you can swim with them. See? Oh, okay. Didn't know that. Yes. Yes, PW. It's still high. Actually, I think unemployment rise to another 10% this month. It's because like there are wow, fuck. When the tourism opened, slightly opened, there are quite a lot of hotels already and accommodations open, and then they, they put it down again because of no income, no tourists coming. So again, it's back to the percentage of employment. There are quite like places like Jollibee, McDonald's are opening, but they are losing employers. They have to cut their employers because there's not too many customers as well. So yes, the unemployment still high in Cebu. So some other people are from being employer now started to have a food business, food business industry, online selling and everything. It could help them a little bit. It helped us a little bit, but right now because a lot started to have their own online business as well, there's no so many customers. I think being in the Philippines knows that because we have the same business. That's what I have been working on ever since the pandemic until now. I lost a lot of profit and incomes already with that, so it's really wouldn't be also good to have same sort of income with others because like if the person knows that you are earning from it, they're doing it the same, so it wouldn't be too much people that will buy anymore because there are quite a lot of what you call that competitions already and not so many people have the money as well. So that's the reason of the very high unemployment rate in the country right now. But I think Cebu is even better than other places of the Philippines as well. Even though with the pandemic, their economic state, they said, is still growing. I'm not sure how it works because there are so many unemployment happened in Cebu City. So most of the people goes to the province now to start up something, fishing, maybe farming and stuff like that. So yes, it's not very easy. Now I don't have earnings anymore for the past 2 months from tourism. I didn't have a guest anymore that is booking through me for the canyoneering and whale shark watching for scuba diving. Not no nothing. So most of the things really those affected by this pandemic is the tourism industry. That's the first one that is affected to it. So yeah. I'm thinking really if I could get a capital, what business that I would start to do. There's actually a subscriber that offered me something. He could lend me money to start a business but I don't wanna borrow money when I know that I wouldn't have a good profit out from it. I hate borrowing money, guys. I hate lending money from people. I don't wanna be using people's money because just to start up something that I know I couldn't be able to pay. So I said maybe someday I would, but at this moment when he offered it, I didn't take it because I don't want to be borrowing money, then I cannot pay it, and then I just goodbye. I'm not that person. So I'm still thinking of what could be a nice business that I could take. There are quite a lot of new businesses that's being established here in the Philippines, especially the food business. I think it would be good to have kind of maybe uh, because it's all online classes right now. It could be better to have like a working space, or working space for, like, most of the people are working remotely. So it would be nice to have a place where people can work in an area or in a space where you could provide a good internet connection, and then you can provide a working space for them, like for daily or monthly rate, something like that. Yeah. We use sardines as bait to catch bigger fish, from Chris. Hello, Joe and Jenny. How are you? Good afternoon, Joe and Jenny. I'm doing well. How are you today? I hope you're doing well as well. So yes, PW. To answer your question, there's quite a lot of unemployment rate as well. But I think people just get used to it compared to how it was when the pandemic first started. So also people is able to adjust of some other ways to earn. But yeah, tricycle drivers, public transportations and stuff is being affected with that. Hmm. But I think we have this survival instinct. We could always find ways to survive, though it's very hard. When do you think the Airbnb industry will resume? It will resume. It will resume when the tourism opened. Actually, some of the Airbnbs are open right now, but there's not too many people. There's not too many people. There's not too many people is checking in. But as long as the Airbnb place is your house, I think it's no problem at all. If the Airbnb place is your home, so most of these Airbnb people are like they have a space, they rented a house, and then they're going to put the other room for Airbnb. I think it could be a good idea. But for the other reasons, I think uh, the people that is renting houses and put it Airbnb in the it wouldn't resume pretty soon. It would wait another times, months, maybe years until the tourism is open. So if ever I would consider myself renting a house, a 3-bedroom house, and I would put the room in Airbnb. I think I could do that. Yeah, I could do that already. But the thing is, would you be able to get the money to be able to pay the house? So it's because I have my own house, I don't bother. But if I didn't have my house and I had to rent, I would get a house with rooms. I think 3-bedroom house, rent that house and place the other rooms to Airbnb. I would do that, you know. But I don't need to do it because I have my own place. I have a house where I could stay. So I'm fine. But if I need to rent a house, I would rent a 3-bedroom house and put other rooms in Airbnb. It wouldn't get much people to check in, but I think the money that from the people that would check in also would be able to use to help you pay the rent for the house. So that's what I did before. I rented a house so that I could have a place to stay. Well, a better place to stay. I have a house already. A better house to stay where I can do my business and I can live. So that's the reason why also we're doing it. And of course, Will could just go home and not pay the hotel. Hotel is expensive. And I think, I always feel like home when I'm living with my husband in a house. You know, it always always different. It different feels when you're staying in a hotel and you're living in a house. So that's why I think it could be really cool if me and my husband is having a place to sleep or to stay as a home than living in a hotel. So yeah, not soon, but if I know already what month Will could be able to come in the Philippines, I would start looking and considering of looking for a place to rent and get a house with few rooms to use as Airbnb. Then you guys can book in my place if ever you come to the Philippines and visit Cebu, right? I think it's a good idea. And you can stay in my place and we can hang out. Usually when the unemployment high, poverty affects women more proportionally. Exactly. I think so. I think so. I think so. PW. Especially for those women, just also this, for the women, just like the traditional family. The family here in the Philippines traditional, like most of my sisters, most of my brothers rather, are working for their family, and the woman just stay at home, taking care of the kids, do the budget, and it would affect them a lot whenever there is an unemployment because the husband wouldn't be able to provide money for the family, and then the woman doesn't have anything to budget. So it's not very easy for a woman to not having money to budget for the family. They are the one who would give the kids the food. They would be the one that cooks for the family. So it's really affecting the woman a lot. It's different here, guys, especially in the province. It's not too many women are working because they have to take care for the family. But my sister-in-laws, my sister-in-law is still helping with, and my sister is helping with her husband as well. So sometimes my sister-in-laws go wash clothes in the other households, clean other people's house, something like that that they could do here in the province. If they could find a way that they could earn money also to help the husband, they're doing it here in the provinces. So yeah. It's very hard right now. My brothers doesn't have a job. They're tricycle drivers, not enough money for the family. So the husband, the wife needs to help, like taking care of somebody else's kids, washing other people's clothes, cleaning other people's houses. That's how they do it, to be able to help out. Because right now, employment is very bad, and even you go to the city, like my youngest brother does, the father of the twins, he doesn't have enough money to support his family. It's because the salary is only like $5, let's say almost $10. But then he needs to pay for his food, he needs to pay for his accommodation, he needs to pay for the gas. And then he got two babies to right away, he got the twins. And then he needs to pay for the motorcycle for 3 years. And right now he needs to pay still like, I think, 11 more months for it. So he needs to get 1/4 of his salary for the motorcycle. So all his salary is not enough to support his family and himself. So that's why I'm helping out the twins. Because if they started to eat already, it wouldn't be that hard. They could eat the food that, maybe they could have porridge, they could have potatoes, not milk. Milk is expensive. And dieters. So yeah, it's very hard, but it's not new to Filipinos. I mean, if you get used to it, you wouldn't complain too much already. But if you are from the West and living here without enough income, without enough money, I don't think you could survive. We Filipinos already a little already is used with the hardship. But I'm not sure how it is with people that's from the West coming here and live here like a normal Filipino. I don't think it will work. So if you plan on retiring here without proper and enough money, I don't think it's a good idea. I was in Philippines in 2013. I was humbled when I see the poverty in Manila. Yeah. It's very bad there. Most of those people from that lives in Manila also is from the provinces. You know, they think that Manila would give them the opportunity to have a proper job and everything, and then end up living in the slums. You know, if I wouldn't have a work in the city, in Manila or Cebu, I would rather stay in the province. There's still a way we have a fresh air here. We could get to the water, you know, to the seashores to get seashells and fish for food. We could plant a little bit of something in our backyard, tomatoes, vegetables, to have something to harvest. That's it. I don't think it's a good idea to live in the city if you're unemployed, especially. Yeah. Vicky, that's why we have a house now in Mindoro. Wow, that's nice, Kuya Joe. So that's about it, guys. That's what I think. Anyway, guys, I need to end up the live right now. I'm going to put this live in unpublished, and maybe I'm going to do live streams again next time. So thank you everyone for being here. I need to do what needs to be done. I need to go study for I think 1 hour and a half, and then I need to check all the things that I have here. Continue selling it today, and then yeah. So see you in the next video, guys. And again, thank you so much, Brett, for the PayPal $2 PayPal super chat. So if you guys wanted to support this channel financially, you can check out my PayPal link. And thank you everyone for the thumbs up and the thumbs down. See you next time. Bye-bye.